Here's another case where I have kind of a dense science passage, so I would use my scrap paper to make a dumb summary and kind of summarize it in the simplest way possible. So what do I get out of this? I'm going to need to complete the text, so yeah, let's just go right to the text. Among social animals that care for their young, such as chickens, macaque, monkeys, and humans, newborns appear to show an innate attraction to faces and face-like stimuli. So I can turn that entire first sentence into basically 4 words, right? Social animals like faces, okay? So social like faces. Cool. What else did they say? Elisabetta Versace, that's got to be a fake name. Elisabetta Versace and her colleagues used an image of 3 black dots arranged in the shape of eyes and a nose, or mouth, to test whether this trait also occurs in testudo tortoises, which live alone and do not engage in parental care. So, lonely turtles, what do they think? Or I guess tortoises. Lonely tortoise, what does it think about the face? We're going to find out, I think. They found that tortoise hatchlings showed a significant preference for the image. So, lonely tortoise likes faces. Lonely tortoise likes the faces too. So, okay, what does that mean? It means that, suggesting that face-like stimuli are likely perceived as harmless by newborns of social species that practice parental care, but as threatening, negative, by newborns of solitary species without parental care. No, we said the turtle, the tortoise, likes the faces. So it is not threatening, it likes the face. I don't know why it likes it, it just does. B, researchers should not assume that an innate attraction to face-like stimuli is necessarily an adaptation related to social interaction or parental care, right? So it talks about attraction to the face. It says that it doesn't matter whether it's a social monkey or a lonely tortoise. Either way, they like the face. This seems to match with what I was writing. So let's just keep moving and see, but yeah, that looks pretty good. Researchers can assume that the attraction to face-like stimuli that is seen in social species that practice parental care is learned rather than innate. Well, why would we care about that? First of all, this is doing something that a lot of wrong answer choices do. It's messing up the main character, okay? The main character of the story, and certainly of the blank that I'm trying to fill in here, the main character is the tortoise. So I don't want the main character to switch in the answer choice, right? They're talking about the tortoise at the end here. This choice is clearly about the other things, right? The social species. We know it's a lonely tortoise, so it's not social. So it doesn't really make sense for us to be talking about the social animals and making kind of speculations about those. So this is switching the main topic. D, newly hatched testudo tortoises show a stronger preference for face-like stimuli than adult testudo tortoises do. Well, this is definitely another kind of problem that I often see in wrong answers. It's making a comparison. Now, not all comparisons are wrong, but we need to make sure that the comparison actually is talked about in the lines. And here, they're comparing the lonely tortoise to the social monkey, but they're not comparing the old tortoise to the new tortoise, right? So it's not an age thing. So this is making the wrong comparison. It's talking about something completely different. So choice B is going to be the right answer here, right? They're basically saying that we thought that the social animals would like the face because they're social, and that's important if you're a social animal. And we thought that the tortoise maybe wouldn't care about faces because it's a lonely tortoise. But guess what? They also like the face, so we don't know what's going on. But we do know that it really doesn't matter whether the animal is lonely or social. It is they like faces. So that does match with the dumb summary. Now, I really do think that being able to pull that idea out in a simple way helped me think about these choices in a simple way. That's why I call these dumb summaries. There's a lot of details in here, but I don't care about them. I care about the simplest version of the science possible. So try to be okay with dumbing things down as much as you can. If you dumb it down too much, don't worry about it. You can always go back to the lines and pull out more details if you feel like you're between a couple choices. But here, I got everything I needed with my dumb summary. There would have been no doubt in my mind that B was the right fit.